It doesn't matter. What you did at one time is what you did at one time. But listen, let me say this. You can't be talking crazy to me. Ever.
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife.
The more and more I see of this Joe Smith story, the more I start thinking of the Cheesecake Factory. Seems like a skit, right? It really does. Corey Holcomb goes in on Joe Smith's wife joining OnlyFans. Let's take a look.
Go ahead.
Joe Smith.
The basketball player?
Yes.
I saw this. It's sad.
Ex-basketball player, yeah. Now, here's my thing. When you just said that you saw it, after I saw the, do you believe it? Because all of a sudden, for some reason.
What, do you have it? You gonna play it?
I don't know. It almost seems like they're both in on it. I don't know. That's just me because I'm watching the reactions.
I think you're right. And the reason I think that is because the video they're talking about is this video.
It's stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you couldn't even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's up, Keith. I'm telling you, yo, that's up.
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say me or that's up. It's not up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not up, and we're going to. Okay, look. So I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course, I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself. So why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the I was when you met me.
Before,
I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything like
I knew
this
that
again.
beforehand,
but
but
unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the
Come on, Keish, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
Seems very questionable if I had to say so. But I might have some more insight on why I believe it's questionable.
And it doesn't seem real. Like he's not truly upset how you would think that somebody would be upset.
Exactly.
Claiming that they found out their wife does.
Hold on, he got a wife that does.
That's where she came from. Like that's her background. And then he's claiming he just found out that she had an OnlyFans.
This crazy, Joe. You can't.
And it looks like it's kind of staged, but he was like, you don't need the money, and she was saying, that yeah, she does or whatever, and then she says she's
not doing it for the money, Joe.
There you go. And she said in one of the videos, like, you knew what came with like being with me. She said, I can't. And then he said, but the way he said it,
yeah. It's pretty clear when you marry a woman like that. You got to know what comes with the territory, man.
Can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Like everything was so specific. It was weird.
Maybe he thought he was hitting her in a way where she'll submit.
But could be.
Can men do that?
Hell no.
Could they be in on it? Make some money? I don't know.
I mean, I'm asking you, like D and Craig. Do you think a dude can fuck a bitch into submission? Can it be done?
Nah. I don't think. Maybe when you're young, a virgin. When you're 20.
I say temporarily, if anything. Temporarily. It ain't gonna last forever. You're only as good as your last hit, like the music industry.
you know, but not no broad in her 30s and her 40s and her, you know.
And then what was her reason? She said that I'm not doing it with anybody but myself. So why should I have to tell you? She said, my body, my fucking choice.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and then his reaction just doesn't seem too sincere. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Well, mentally, we are at different places at different times in our journey. Right. I just really can't understand why it doesn't matter that she was a star. It doesn't matter. What you did at one time is what you did at one time. But listen, let me say this. You can't be talking crazy to me. Ever. I know what that is.
And together doing it.
When I'm with a girl, man, look, I swear to God, man, if I'm lying, I'm dying. One day, this girl, she does nails. And, you know, all that shit. And she sent me a picture of her feet. Because she was proud of the work. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, oh, okay, she does feet. So it was about, but what it was about a year ago. I just met her at the airport. She gave me her card. I gave her a call. It was one of them days when I was stuck at the airport. So I wound up talking, seeing just seeing what's up with her, whatever. So one day, she, you know, every once in a while she'd text me.
Right.
She'd text me. And I just was like, send a picture of the bottom of your feet. Do you know, she was like, I don't know what kind of bitch you think I am asking me to do some shit like that. I was like, just a picture of your feet right here. I wanted to see what the bottom looked like to see what you was, because you know, motherfuckers send the best angles of their feet. What you working with at the bottom on the Flintstone side of the game? Oh. But the bitch had forgot she sent me a picture of her feet. Right. I was like, did you just go off on me because of what I said? Right. Then I sent her the picture of her feet.
See, a foot model with morals, man. I'll be damned if you talk about my feet when I'm not talking about them.
I think that Joe Smith shit is fake anyway.
Yeah, so what y'all think, man? I think this Joe Smith storyline is cap. You know, you marry a woman that you know is in the adult entertainment industry, right? So you've kind of signed up for a certain amount of a non-traditional relationship, right? So then why, if she decides to go back into the game in a limited capacity, right? She says she's only doing solo. She's only by herself. Why would you then have a problem with her doing what she was doing when you met her? That's my first red flag. You know, and it's crazy because now you have to question all these things. Once we get, you know, stories like the McDonald's baby mama story, you know, where, you know, the father brings over some McDonald's for his kid and doesn't bring any for the other ones. Remember that? You remember the TikTok trend of doing these stories? This is a way to go viral now. So why wouldn't you have someone like Joe Smith's wife, who, from my research, seems to want to be an actress? Not an adult actress. She's already accomplished that. You know what I'm saying? No offense, Joe. But what I found was this right here that was, I had to say, was a smoking gun to me. Her name is Keisha Chavis, her maiden name, I believe. Y'all know I'm an actor, right? I tell y'all all the time that I'm an actor. So I kind of know where to look for some actors or talent or whatever. Tell me why. And I just did a random search and found this. Keisha Monique Chavis. This is the lady from the video. And she has a whole Actors Access profile. Actors Access plus her resume that's down here. Not only does she formerly do that other type of acting, but now this is kind of crazy. She's done television shows, Divorce Court. She's been on The Mentalist as a club girl on CBS, The Game as a soccer mom, Bones as an extra, Devious Maids, detective, Greenleaf as a singer, For Better or For Worse. So there's one of these titles that really stands out to me as a red flag of someone else's involvement. Kevin Wesley. You got to give it up for Kevin Wesley. You know who Kevin Wesley is, right? He's the guy who did the Cheesecake Factory interviews, right? The series of interviews that came up, organically from the Cheesecake Factory lady and her refusing to go on a date. Well, there was a guy that just so happened to be there, was able to not only get the interview, not only cover the story, but get the interview. And he runs a channel called Kevin Wesley's Truth Factory, right? So on this channel, he does, you guessed it, reactions and sketches, right? This is him, his most recent one.
Disagrees with what you're trying to do in the future with your family.
With the guy from the Cheesecake Factory video, right? But in his coverage of this Joe Smith thing, what does he say?
See y'all soon, and I am going to try to reach this couple. All right? Try to send this to them, too. Maybe they'll reach out to me. All right, peace, family.
So there you have it. So Kevin Wesley, in my assumption in the Cheesecake Factory video, lives and operates out of Atlanta, Georgia. All this was happening in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm wondering, where does Keisha and Joe live? This title right here, Greenleaf, and this title here, For Better or Worse, and this title here, Devious Maids, they're all shot in Atlanta. I'm not saying that like that's the only thing, but non-union SAG-AFTRA eligible. Now we've set up the motive. And then she had a response video that was also a little strange.
I'm tired of being the one to figure it out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living I'm tired of living minimal, It's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead.
Married to the video, if you married a woman who is not honoring her marriage vows by doing OnlyFans on the sneak tip, like, really? Somebody's going to find out. I think somebody's going to tell them when they find your wife on the internet busted wide open. So now you can see the attention garnered, the attention that she needed so badly was garnered. She made it all the way to TMZ with this story. So yeah, man. This is a sad situation, man. What would you do in this situation if your wife was on The Secret doing some illicit activities at the house by herself? Because things have gotten tight, because money isn't the way it used to be. Is that a betrayal of trust? Do you put her out in the streets and tell her go get that bag? Do what you do best, baby. I support you. Your body, your choice, remember? That's an interesting place to be, because this is your wife, this is your queen. And she out here. But you knew going in, you knew what she was. So I don't know. You might not want to be broken up about it, and you might want to figure out how to make it work, because she's out here getting attention that, and probably money that that you probably can't get anymore, because ain't no more basketball. You know what I mean? These ain't the back in the days, number one draft pick days, So yeah, it's a mess, man. But that actor point really sticks out to me. And then Also, this link between Kevin Wesley asking for the interview. I don't trust it. I don't trust much I see on the internet these days, man. It's getting bad out here. But anyway, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. If you want to watch more, please watch one of these videos down below. This is Faucette Media.